are times in which we want to ask questions if you have questions. But the first place that we're going to start is with some housekeeping. If you see at the very top, there's going to be it'll say gallery view so that you can see each other. You can click on gallery view. You can see each other. And there is an area where there'll be all the participants down the right side, okay? Make sure that your name is your actual name. So if you need a parent to help you, you are more than welcome to do that. You can go ahead and get a parent to help you. But if you click on participants at the bottom of your screen, next to your name, there's going to be a little blue button that says more with a drop down. And you want to go ahead and hit rename and put your name. And if anybody is having a hard time with that, then let me know and I will change your name for you. So go ahead first and foremost and make sure your name is the name that we see on your screen. Okay, I see Owen. Raise your hand, Owen. Blake. Where's Blake? Vivi. Hey, Vivi. Hi. Elena. Where's Elena?
She's coming.
Yay.
And Emily.
And Emily. Good. I'm going to put Elena and Emily, okay, on here?
Okay.
Elena and Emily. Okay, and then we have Casey. Hey, Casey. So glad to see you again.
Thank you.
We have, let's see, Adrian. I'm pretty positive that's not Adrian that I'm looking at. That's Braylon. You want to go ahead and try to change your name to Braylon. Rylan. Say hi, Rylan.
Hey.
Can you change your name, Adrian, or you want me to do it?
I'm not sure how. I'm looking. Hold on.
If you click down on participants and then right next to your name, if you hover over your name, there's going to be a little blue box that says more. If you click on the more, drop down and change the name to the child's name. Awesome. Well, Shiloh. Hey, Shiloh.
Oh, I need to work my name.
Paula. Hey, Paula, you're back. Savannah and Elijah. Hey. There we go, Braylon. I see it. Jackson and Aiden. Hey, guys. Super excited to see y'all. Let's see. I have one that says, oh, Janet. I know Janet's on there. Do you know how to change the name to the child's name? And then I have an iPhone and an ask. We got Ellie. Yay. Hey, Ellie. Can't see you yet, but I know you're there. Avery. Hi, Avery. Abel. Hey, Abel.
Hey, Abel.
Hi, Abel. Eli. Hey, Eli. You guys can go ahead and wave to each other if you can see each other. There's lots of kids on today. So just so that for those of you who just signed on, what we're doing, I'm going to mute everybody just so you can hear me real quick. What we're doing is making sure that the names that are popping up are the students' names so that we can, that I can call on them appropriately and use their name. So anybody that is unfamiliar, down at the bottom, if you click on participants and then you hover over your actual phone or child or the name that you have on there, if you hover over it, you'll see where you can unmute, and then there's a box that says more. The drop down on the more, you can rename it to make it the child's name. For all of you kids out there, you are super tech savvy. I know this, way more so than us adults, right? Shake your head yes. Give me a thumbs up. You know these computers way better than we do, don't you? Yes. Yes. For those of you who were with us last time, Miss Brie could not get the breakout rooms to work. But guess what? I got them to work today. So you guys are going to be in breakout rooms. I'm super excited. The last thing I want to show you is, do you guys know how to use the chat box? I want you to show me that you know how to use the chat. Go ahead and click a little message to me, say hi, or to everyone in the chat box. And also, when you click on chat, right above that, you'll see the participants, and it'll be a little circle. There'll be a green check that says yes, an X that says no, and then slower, faster, and then there's a more box. If you see that more circle, if you hover over it, there's a thumbs up, thumbs down. You can raise your hand. Does everybody know how to use the raise your hand if you click on that? The reactions box. Do you see that?
Hey, Mom, there's only the thumbs up and the clap on mine.
Where is the, let's see. My screen looks a little bit different than you guys. Does anybody see where you can raise your hand?
No. I can't even get on
Blake,
it.
you just did a thumbs up. I saw Blake. Oh, Casey's got a cool, what is that called? Hang loose? Yep, Savannah and Elijah are clapping. Okay, good. So first and foremost, we have lots of people on today. If you don't have your camera on, I can't see you when you raise your hand. So make sure that you use that chat feature if you have a question or you want to answer something. Other than, oh, Avery raised her hand. How'd you do it, Avery? Let's see, unmute Avery. Avery, how'd you raise your hand?
I clicked
More.
I clicked more, and then I clicked the things on the top. It's clap hands and thumbs up.
It was under the more button too.
It is under the more button for them?
Yeah, it's not a raised hand. It was just a thumbs up and the clap.
Oh, it comes up as a raised hand on hers, but that's awesome. Okay, so you guys play around with that for a second. Make sure you know how to do that. I see lots of chat people from, oh, good job. Avery, Jackson, Aiden, Casey, Owen, Abel, Vivi, Ryland, Shiloh, Casey said, yo, what's up? Avery, Paula, Blake, Caitlin, Elena, and Emily.
Keep writing high. Stop.
Eli, everybody's on there.
Hello.
Did you write hello, Avery?
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Braylon's on, everybody's on. Okay, awesome. You guys ready to get started? Give me thumbs up if you're ready to get started. Everybody thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, I see you. Okay, fantastic. What we're gonna do is, first and foremost, we are gonna make sure that we know what the terms compare and contrast are. You guys at the very, very top of your screen, the very top of the black box, you're gonna see something when that says, when I say share screen, it'll ask you to see multiple screens, and I want you guys to click on that. It'll say view, action view or something with a drop down at the very top screen when you see a green bar. And I want you guys to click on that shared screen. Mine says something different, so I can't tell you exactly what the words are, but when we get to that point, I'm gonna have you guys do that, okay? So that you can see my screen and you can see me so that we can talk to each other. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, and we are gonna get into compare and contrast today. Okay, let's move this down. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay, can everybody see my screen? Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. It says compare and contrast. Okay, good. Awesome, compare and contrast. Ooh. I lost control of y'all, so I can't see you. Here we go. When you're all muted, you're so quiet, I can't hear you. All right, this is one of those times when I tell you, you see how to work this better than I do. Okay, good, thumbs up. Everybody can see my screen, fantastic. First and foremost, we wanna make sure that you all can remember, compare and contrast, okay? So when we look at any two things, or more than two things, we want to compare them. That's called comparing, right? When we talk about them and how they're similar, how they're different, that's comparing. When it's contrasting is when they're different, okay? It's the difference between those two or more things, okay? So that's where we look at the difference. How many of you, give me a raise your hand or thumbs up, how many of you were on here with us earlier in this week? Raise your hand. I see chat. Yes. Okay. A lot of you were with us earlier in this week and some of you weren't, and that's completely okay. You didn't have to be in order to be on today. But one of the things that we did is we talked about the difference between a Snickers and a Reese's peanut butter cup. How many of you have eaten a Snickers or a Reese's peanut butter cup? Good. Of course you have, right? Everybody has, unless you're allergic to peanuts. And if you are allergic to peanuts, then I'm so sorry.
I had both.
What'd you say?
I had both.
You've had both? Great. That's great. We are going to just recap and recall what we talked about last time. These were all the things that you guys told me that were specific to Snickers. When we looked at a Snickers bar, you said it has chocolate, it has whole peanuts, caramel, it's shaped like a bar, comes in different sizes. It's brown in color. That's not supposed to say takes, it's supposed to say tastes. Tastes great, it's candy, it has sugar. And then we looked at Reese's, and you said it has an orange wrapper, has peanut butter, chocolate, circle in shape, has sugar, it's candy, comes in different sizes, it's brown, it tastes good. See, look at that spelling. Tastes good. We talked about all of that stuff. And then what we did is we wrote it down on this T-chart. How many of you have ever made a T-chart? Raise your hand if you've made a T-chart. Okay, good. A lot of you have made a T-chart, or at least have seen your teachers make a T-chart. When we do that, this is really about just putting what we're comparing in its own column, and we just put all the things about that one thing, that one item that we're going to look at in one column, and then everything about the other thing we're going to compare it to in the other column. Listing all those things. Some of them are going to be the same, and some of them are going to be different. Okay? So we start with a T-chart, and then we went to this. Who remembers? Who remembers? What is this thing called? Who remembers? Raise your hand if you remember. What is this thing called? Vivi, what's it called? Do you know what this thing is called? Oh, you're muted, sweetheart. I can't unmute you.
Well, I thought, well, it's like, what is it called? Is it a pie chart?
No, not quite. That's okay. It's in the circles, right? So it's two different pies that are put together. Who remembers what that is? Jackson, you remember what that is?
Venn diagram.
Venn diagram, that's right. It's a Venn diagram. We use Venn diagrams when we're comparing and contrasting, right? So this is where we want to be really careful when we compare and contrast. We put, just like we had in the other box, we put everything about the one item, the Snickers, in one column, and everything about the Reese's in the other column, right? So when we go to the Venn diagram, one circle is just for the Snickers and one circle was just for the Reese's. Everything that's on our T-chart that is the same, the similarities, goes right down that middle, okay, where the two circles, the two pies, where they overlap. Everything that was just a description about the Snickers went into just the Snickers side. The differences, that's where we contrast. And everything just about the Reese's goes into the blue side, okay? That's the differences again. So that's how we took our T-chart, everything that we put here, and we put it into our Venn diagram. The similarities goes down the middle. The Snickers, the characteristics about the Snickers goes in the one side, and the characteristics about the Reese's went in the other side that were different than each other. Does anybody have any questions about that? Because what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna give you guys a chance to practice this. I'm gonna put you all into a breakout room, and I'm gonna come into your breakout room and I'm gonna give you and your partner or partners 2 different items. And what I want you to do is make a T-chart with your partners, and then I want you to make a Venn diagram on the items that I give to you, okay? And then we're gonna pull back together and we're gonna talk about them, okay? So there's 2 things you have to do. You have to make a T-chart and make a Venn diagram with your partner or partners, okay? And I'm gonna come into the group that you're in after I put you in it, and I'm going to tell you what your 2 items are going to be. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start your breakout rooms. I'm gonna stop sharing for 1 second so that I can see y'all. And I'm going to create your breakout rooms. We have, I'm gonna put you guys into groups of 3. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Breakout room 1. Breakout room 2.
It's not easy. Is it working?
Yep, I'm just creating your rooms real quick, and then I'm gonna put you guys into them, okay? Remember, we've got 2 that we have to do. We have to do T-chart, and we have to do
Venn diagram.
the Venn diagram. That's right.
Venn diagram. That's what we're going to do.
And then I got one more. Let's see. Last room. Here we go. All right, you guys should get some that pops up on your screen that asks you to join a room. You're going to go ahead and join your room.
That's me.
Mom, you're muted.
If I unmute myself, that would be helpful. Everybody's coming back. It's good to see you all. How'd you like your breakout rooms? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Good?
It was good.
It was good? Okay, great. So I was able to see your screens, and you guys were holding up your T-charts. Everybody hold up a T-chart for me so that you guys can see each other's T-charts.
I barely had it was down.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay, Avery.
thank
Miss
you.
Caitlin captured what you guys were talking about, so that's perfect.
Okay.
No worries. Awesome. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around and we're gonna share one thing that you guys talked about. Just you're gonna tell me what your category was, what your 2 items were, and one person's gonna tell me a similarity that was in the middle of your Venn diagram. And then if there's 3 of you, each other person can tell me one of the contrasts, okay? And if there's only 2 of you in your group, you're gonna tell the similarity and then the 2 contrasts, okay? However you would like to. So we're gonna start with, let's see, Jackson and Aiden's group, you guys were with Caitlin. Where's Caitlin? There she is. Okay, so go ahead and unmute yourselves, Jackson and Caitlin and Aiden. And you guys tell me what was your category, Caitlin?
Ours was basketball and football.
Basketball and football, okay. What was one similarity between basketball and football?
Wear uniforms?
They wear uniforms. Awesome. What was one of the contrast things? And tell me which category it was for.
In football, they score a touchdown.
Awesome. Caitlin, what was another one?
Field.
Contrast for basketball.
Shoot. 5 players star.
That's a 5-player star. Awesome. Great job. Great job, guys. Everybody give them the silent celebrations. Say good job. Okay, that's in sign language. That's clapping. Yay. Okay, good job, guys. Let's see who's next. Elena and Emily. You guys were with Casey. So Casey, Elena, and Emily, go ahead and unmute. Tell me, what was your categories? And compare and contrast them.
Our categories were TV and computer.
Ooh, TV and computer. Okay, Casey, what was one similarity between TV and computer?
They both have Wi-Fi.
They both have Wi-Fi, right? They can both have Wi-Fi. Those smart TVs, those so smart. What's a contrasted side for the computer, Elena?
The computer has a camera.
Computer can have a camera. Very good. What about you, Emily? Contrast for the TV.
It is bigger.
Bigger. Yeah, the TV is, a lot of times it's much, much bigger in size. Great job, guys. Everybody give them silent celebrations. Woo, good job, guys. All right, Shiloh, Karen, and Eli. You can unmute yourself if I don't unmute you first. Okay, and Eli, tell me, what did you guys work on? What was your categories?
Hold on, we're walking. Come here, Eli. Can you hear him?
Yes, I can hear him.
Okay, come here, Eli. Talk. We're walking and doing that. What was y'all preparing?
Oh,
No, put it to there so she can hear you. Tell her.
What did you guys compare and contrast?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms and Honey Nut Cheerios. Yes, very good. What was one thing, Shiloh, that was similar?
They were both cereal.
They're both cereals. Great job. And Paula, what was one contrast for Lucky Charms?
They both have, they have marshmallows.
They have marshmallows in the Lucky Charms. Excellent. And Eli, what was the contrast for Lucky Charms? What was something different about, not Lucky Charms, about Honey Nut Cheerios than about the Lucky Charms?
They're all around.
They're all round. Great job. Everybody give them silent celebration. Woo! Good job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Rylan and Blake. Rylan and Blake, what did you guys, Rylan, tell me what were the two things that you guys had to compare and contrast?
Red crayon and red marker.
Red crayon and red marker.
One paragraph with all
Red
those
crayon and red marker. What was one thing that was similar, Blake?
I don't understand. If
One
you
thing
get
that was
mad, I'm gonna smack you in your face.
Oh, hold on a second, baby. I can't
Question said,
hear
it
you.
said
If
on
you're
your
not
work.
talking right now, go ahead and mute so that we can't hear
You're
you.
unmuted?
They're both red.
They're both red. Yes, Blake, they're both red. Excellent. And Rylan, what were some of the contrasts? Oh, you're going to have to unmute, baby.
Red
Okay, it
crayon
doesn't say it in here. So
is
how am I
wax
supposed to know?
What'd you say, honey?
Red crayon has wax.
Yes, red crayon has wax. Oh my gosh, I love that contrast. So good. What about the marker, Blake? What's the contrast for the marker?
It has ink.
It has ink. Excellent job, girls. Give them silent celebration. Woo, good job. Ellie and Braylon. Can you guys tell me, Ellie, what was the two things that you had to compare and contrast?
Apple and orange.
An apple and an orange. Awesome. And Braylon, what was one way that they were similar? The apple and the orange.
They're both fruit.
They were both fruit. Good job, girls. And Ellie, what was a contrast for the apple?
They were red, yellow, and green.
Red, yellow, and green in color. Awesome. And what was a contrast for the orange, Braylon?
The orange is juicy.
Orange is juicy. Excellent job, girls. Give them a silent celebration. Or you can even use, some of you, Kyrie, you started using your hand clapping signal on there. You can use those too, guys, on each other's. That's awesome. Okay, good, good. Let's see. We have, who's next? Owen and Vivi. Owen and Vivi, what did you guys have to compare and contrast?
We did Christmas and Easter.
Christmas and Easter. Ooh, Vivi, how are Christmas and Easter similar? What's one way?
You both got presents on. You got presents on both holidays.
Yeah, you get something. Some people get something if you're good. Even if you're not good, you may get cold, huh? On Christmas and Easter. Awesome. Oh, and what's one contrast of Christmas?
Santa comes.
Santa comes. Awesome. What's a contrast on Easter, Vivi?
They have the sunrise service.
Sunrise service. Excellent job, girls. Silent celebrations. Woo! Good job. We have one more group. We have Kyrie and Kyrie, where's your rest of your group? Abel. Kyrie and Abel. I can't unmute you, Abel. There you go. Okay, Kyrie and Abel, what were the two things that you guys compared and contrast, Kyrie?
We did a soccer ball and baseball.
Soccer and baseball. Yeah, absolutely. Soccer and baseball. And Abel, what's one way that they were similar?
Oh.
Kyrie, you want to help them out? What's one way they were similar?
One is big and the other one is small.
Yeah, the ball size. One's a big one and one is small. That's a contrast, right? But what's one way that makes them similar? They both have what?
Different games.
They're different games, but what do they both use? Ava, what do they both use? One uses a small one and one uses a bigger one. It's hard to hear you. I think you're saying a ball, which is right. They both use balls. One is a small ball and one is a big ball. Give them a silent celebration, guys. Good job. Awesome. What we're going to do now is I'm going to move you guys to literature. Okay. So this skill of being able to compare and contrast is so important, but we have to be able to do it with things that we understand and we know, but also we have to be able to do it in text when we're at school, or at home now that we're homeschooling. We have to be able to know how to do that stuff in text as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to play a book that is being read to you, and you guys get to watch and listen. What I want you to do is you guys are going to, while you listen, I want you to make a T-chart, okay? So get a blank piece of paper and make a T-chart for me on your blank piece of paper. And I'm going to share my screen, and we are going to be listening to a book that is called The Pain and the Great One by Judy Blume. The Pain and the Great One. Oopsies, let's move this out of the way. The Pain and the Great One. On your T-chart, on the one column, you're going to write the pain, and on the other column, you're going to write the great one. Okay? And while you're listening, I want you to remember that we don't just look at the words or listen to the words when we are listening for things that are similar and possibly different. We also want to look at the pictures. Right? Think about what they're talking about or what they're doing or what you're seeing in the pictures. And we're going to create T-charts on our own when we listen to this, the pain in one column and the great one in the other column. Okay? The pain, you will find out, is the brother, and the great one is the sister. How many of you have brothers and sisters? Raise your hand if you have brothers and sisters. Okay. So you may not agree with how the brother is the pain and the sister is the great one, but it's told from the sister's point of view when it's told about the pain, and from the brother's point of view when it's told about the great one. So we're going to go ahead and listen. Can everybody see my screen? Thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay. Make sure your volume's on nice and good so that you can hear. And here we go. Do not have to make a Venn diagram, just a T-chart, okay, while you're listening. Just a T-chart.
The Pain and the Great One by Judy Blume. Illustrated by Irene.
So the job of the writer
of course.
is not to supply the ideas.
Let's skip
it is
that.
to be patient.
The boss. The pain. My brother's a pain. He won't get out of bed in the morning. Mom has to carry him into the kitchen. He opens his eyes when he smells his cornflakes. He can get dressed himself. He's 6. He's in 1st grade too. But he's so pokey, Daddy has to help him. Or he'd never be ready on time, and he'd miss the bus. He cries if I leave without him. Then Mom gets mad and yells at me, which is another reason why my brother's a pain. He's got to be first to show Mom his schoolwork. She says, ooh, ah, over all his pictures, which aren't great at all, but just ordinary, 1st grade stuff. It's great stuff. At dinner, he picks at his food. He's not supposed to get dessert if he doesn't eat his meat, but he always gets it anyway. When he takes a bath, my brother, the pain, powders the whole bathroom and never gets his face clean. Daddy says he's learning to take care of himself. I say he's a slob. My brother, the pain, is 2 years younger than me, so how come he gets to stay up as late as I do? Which isn't really late enough for somebody in the 3rd grade anyway. I asked Mom and Daddy about that, and they said, "You're right. You are older. You should stay up later." So they tucked the pain into bed. I couldn't wait for the fun to begin. I waited and waited and waited, but Daddy and Mom just sat there reading books. Finally, I shouted, "I'm going to bed." "We thought you wanted to stay up later," they said. "I did, but without the pain, there's nothing to do." "Remember that tomorrow," Mom said, and she smiled. But the next day, my brother was a pain again. When I got a phone call, he danced all around me, singing stupid songs at the top of his lungs. Why does he have to act that way? And why does he always want to be garbage man when I build a city out of blocks? Who needs him knocking down buildings with his dumb old trucks? And I would really like to know why the cat sleeps on the Payne's bed instead of mine, especially since I am the one who feeds her. That is the meanest thing of all. I don't understand how Mom can say the Payne is lovable. She's always kissing him and hugging him and doing disgusting things like that. And Daddy says the Payne is just what they always wanted. Yuck. I think they love him better than me. The great one. My sister thinks she's so great because she's older, which makes Daddy and Mom think she's really smart. But I know the truth. My sister's a jerk. She thinks she's great just because she can play the piano, and you can tell the songs are real ones. But I like my songs better, even if nobody ever heard them before. My sister thinks she's so great just because she can work the can opener, which means she gets to feed the cat, which means the cat likes her better than me just because she feeds her. My sister thinks she's so great just because Aunt Diana lets her watch the baby and tells her how much the baby likes her. And all the time the baby's sleeping in my dresser drawer, which Mom has fixed up like a bed for when the baby comes to visit, and I'm not supposed to touch him, even if he's in my drawer and gets changed on my bed. My sister thinks she's so great just because she can remember phone numbers, and when she dials, she never gets the wrong person. And when she has friends over, they build whole cities out of blocks. I like to be garbage man. I zoom my trucks around, so what if I knock down some of their buildings? It's not fair that she always gets to use the blocks. I told Daddy and Mom. They said, "You're right. Today you can use the blocks all by yourself." "I'm going to build a whole city without you," I told the great one. "Go ahead," she said. "Go build a whole state without me. See if I care." So I did. I built a whole country all by myself. Only it's not the funnest thing to play blocks alone, because when I zoomed my trucks and knocked down buildings, nobody cared but me. "Remember that tomorrow," Mom said when I told her I was through playing blocks. But the next day we went swimming. I can't stand my sister when we go swimming. She thinks she's so great just because she can swim and dive and isn't afraid to put her face in the water. I'm scared to put mine in, so she calls me a baby. Which is why I have to spit water at her and pull her hair and even pinch her sometimes. I don't think it's fair for Daddy and Mom to yell at me because none of it's my fault. And they yell anyway. And then Mom hugs my sister and messes with her hair and does other disgusting things like that. And Daddy says, the great one is just what they always wanted. Yuck. I think they love my sister better than me. I hope you enjoyed today's video.
Okay. Everybody gets their T-charts. Let me see those T-charts. Did you get those started? Hold them up for me. Awesome. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys into breakout rooms again. And what I want you to do is with your partners, I want you to talk about your T-charts, and together I want you to build a Venn diagram about this book. Okay? Talk about the story, talk about the things that you jotted down. Some people are going to have different things than you wrote. Some people are going to have different things on their T-charts than you have, and that's okay. I want you to talk about them and decide together what you want to put in the Venn diagram, because you want to be able to build off of each other, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start your breakout rooms, and you can go ahead as soon as you get into your breakout room, and you can start talking to each other and creating your Venn diagram based on your T-charts. Go ahead, Elena and Emily. Emily, is that you? You have a question?
Are we gonna be with the same people?
Not necessarily. I just hit breakout room and it kind of puts everybody in where it wants them to. Okay? Any other questions before we get going? No? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and break into your breakout rooms, and once you see it, you can go ahead and pop over to there. And while you're waiting, I want you to, for that to come up, I want you to just look at your T-chart, and if there's anything that's swirling in your head that you heard or you saw in a picture that you didn't write down yet, go ahead and write that down. Good luck. I'll be in to see you. Hey guys, coming back together. We're finishing up. We have about 5 minutes left, okay? Get a good stretch in there. Oh, you're doing so good. Stretch those arms. Shake it out. Dance a little. We have 5 minutes left. Hey guys, I see you all coming back. Good job. Good, Kyrie, we got Abel. Good, good. Caitlin's back. Caitlin's back. Casey, Vivi, Ellie, Blake. Everybody's back. Rylan. I see Elena and Emily. Paula, that's not your name. Aren't you Allison? Right? Yes, Allison. Awesome. Owen's back. Shiloh. Good. Awesome. Okay. Can everybody hear me? Thumbs up. How'd you guys do?
Good.
Good? Let me unmute you all. How did you like your breakout room this time?
Good.
Liked it. Loved it.
You guys seemed to be able to do your compare and contrast very fast the second time. You guys get a pat on the back. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back. Kiss those brains. I see you all. Good job. You guys were moving so quickly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have everybody share one thing. It's going to be like a whip around or pass, okay? When I call out your name, I want you to tell me between the pain and the great one, I want you to give me either a similarity or a difference, and you tell me where it goes, okay? I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to create a Venn diagram together based on the ones that you guys did. Okay. Huh? Did somebody ask a question? Okay, we're gonna start right here. Can everybody see my Venn diagram? Yeah? Okay, good. We're gonna do the pain and the great one. So we're gonna start with Braylon. You get to go first, Braylon. You tell me which one you want to give me. You want to give me a similarity or a contrast, and where should it go?
They're both annoying.
Yes.
They're both annoying. They both think that each other is annoying. I love it. Am I going to put that in the center then? Yeah, because they both think that each other's annoying. Good job, Braylon. Everybody, silent clapping for her. Let me see that. Woo! Good job, Rylan. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Vivi, what you got? Similarity or difference?
A similarity. They both think that the parents like the other one better.
Yes. Good job, baby. That's a great one. We're going to stick that right in the center. Everybody give her silent clapping. Awesome. 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 Go ahead and mute yourself, Vivi. Allison. What's something that you have either on the pain side, the great one side, or down the middle for the similarity?
They both like the cat.
They both like the cat. Good job. So that goes where, Allison? Over here?
Middle.
Oh, in the middle. They both like the cat. Good job. What's another thing? Let's see. Kyrie, what you got? Where's Kyrie? Kyrie, what's another thing that you had? Either, you have to unmute yourself, baby.
Yeah.
Similarity or a difference, and where should I put it?
Difference.
A difference. Ooh, tell me where the difference goes.
I'm picking the great one. The great one, she likes to do different stuff than the pain.
Yeah, she does different things, right? Like, what's one thing that she does that's different?
Tries to build the blocks.
She likes to build the cities, right?
Yeah.
And what does the brother do?
The pain.
Yeah, the pain.
He likes to destroy the blocks.
Right. He likes to destroy the blocks. Good job, Kyrie. Give him silence. Silence. Good job. Rylan. Go ahead and mute yourself, Kyrie. Rylan, what's something that you want to add?
The pain is scared to put his head in the water.
Hold on one second. I need to mute. Hold on, so I can hear you. There we go. Okay, go ahead, Rylan.
The pain is scared to put his head in the water.
That's right. The pain is scared to put his head in the water. Good job. Excellent. Good, good, good. Casey, what you got?
They both like toys.
They both like toys. Excellent job. Owen, what you got?
Me?
Yep, that'd be you.
For the pain, his parents do everything for him.
Oh, she said that his parents do everything for him. Anybody feel like for their younger siblings, their parents do everything for them?
No, Elena, they do everything for you.
Yeah.
And so you remember.
That was me most of the time.
Yeah, I tell you what, all you older siblings, that's what it feels like sometimes, huh? Let's see, we're gonna mute anybody that's not muted. Okay, who do we have? Elena and Emily.
The girl can remember stuff and the boy can't.
You can remember stuff. What do you mean? Tell me more about that.
So if the girl had an assignment to do, the girl would remember it, and if the boy had one, the boy wouldn't remember.
So he forgets easily, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we'll put that over there. Great job, Elena. Emily, what did you have?
The great one is older and the pain's younger.
Good, older. And the pain is younger. Good. Excellent job, girls. Give them silent. Silent clap, silent claps. Good, good, good. Who do we have left? We have Shiloh. Tell me, what did you have? And where should it go?
For the pain, the cat sleeps on his bed.
Awesome. And what about for the great one?
She feeds the cat.
That's right. Good job. Give her a round of applause, guys. Silent round of applause. Good. Ellie, what did you have?
They both are jealous.
Good job. I like that word that you used. They are both jealous of the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome job. Give her silent claps, guys. Good job. Caitlin.
They both hate each other.
They both don't like each other, do they? Do they secretly actually like each other?
Maybe.
Sometimes they do, right? Good job. So they don't like each other out loud, but secretly they actually like to play with each other, don't they? How do we know that? Think about that one. How do we know that? Blake, did you share one yet?
No.
Blake, what's one thing that you have?
There's a pain. He's slow at going to school.
He's slow at getting ready to go to school, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Slow moving in the morning. I'm going to put that. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good job. Abel, what do you have? Abel, what's something that you talked about? Are you there?
Dad, can you pause my time?
Can I what? Is there anything you wanted to add, Abel? Okay. You guys, look at this Venn diagram that we just built. And I'm sure that there's a bunch of other ones that you guys had as well. That is such a good job. Remind me real quick, can you remind me what is, I'm going to unmute you all. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Remind me, in the sentence, these are the things that are what? Similar or different? Say it out loud.
Similar.
Similar is in the sentence. Good. And on the outside, that's that word that we use at the very beginning that starts with C. It's not compare, but it's what?
Contrast.
Contrast. Good job, guys. Excellent work. You guys, please give yourselves a huge round of applause. Everybody give yourselves big claps. Silent round of applause. You guys did an awesome job with compare and contrast. Next week when we do this, we're going to actually compare and contrast instead of in one book, 2 different characters. We're going to look at comparing and contrasting 2 different books and how are they similar and how are they different. Okay? Awesome job, guys. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.